Days of Our Lives Tuesday, September 24 recap. Hattie's ultimatum. Johnny's disturbing discovery. Eric's amazing offer. Days of Our Lives. DOOL. Spoilers recap for Tuesday, September 24, reveals that Abe Carver, James Reynolds, sought Stephanie Johnson's Abigail Klein help wrangling up the body and soul cast since Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, had offered to do a free photo shoot. Meanwhile, Justin Kyriakis, Wally Kurth, tried to negotiate a sweeter deal for Bonnie Kyriakis, Judy Evans, but Kate Roberts Brady, Lauren Koslow, said she could take the original one or they'd find another Cassandra. In the town square on Tuesday's Days episode, Bonnie talked to Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, about playing his mom on Body and Soul. After Bonnie gave Alexis some acting advice, Justin delivered bad news since he couldn't get her a better deal. In Leo Starks, Greg Reichardt, Sweet, Hattie Adams, Deidre Hall, showed up and demanded rewrites with more dialogue since she was the star of the show. Hattie also complained about Bonnie coming rogue and pushing for changes of her own. Later, Bonnie and Hattie clashed in the town square, but they were summoned for the Body and Soul photo shoot before things could get out of hand. At the Demara Mansion on Tuesday's DOOL show, Chanel was anxious over filming her first scenes with Alex tomorrow. Once some last-minute pages came in as late additions to the script, Chanel reeled over having a love scene with Alex so soon. After Chanel left for the photo shoot, Johnny DeMera showed up on Leo's doorstep and tried to convince him it was too quick for Faith to hop in bed with Arrow. Leo was fed up over all the rewrite requests, so he refused to do any more. At the Body and Soul office, Eric snapped pics of Bonnie, who fumed when Hattie appeared wearing the same dress. Hattie wouldn't change, so Bonnie lunged at her and physically tried to rip the dress off her. Cassandra eventually arrived to see Leo and warned that she'd walk if he didn't undo the changes he made to make Charlemagne look better than Cassandra. Back with Hattie on Tuesday's Days episode, she made it clear to Abe that she couldn't handle all this Bonnie conflict. Hattie threatened to leave the show and said it was either her or Bonnie. At the photo shoot again, Chanel and Alex made some sizzling pics together, including some where she was touching his bare chest. Eric kept snapping away and commenting on how hot the two of them looked. When Johnny walked in and spotted Chanel in a close moment with Alex, he didn't look happy about it. Our day's predictions point to jealousy derailing Chanel and Johnny's marriage in a big way, so we'll bring you updates on all the erupting tension. Days of Our Lives spoilers say there's much more Body and Soul drama to come, so stay tuned for all the shocking revelations. The familiar chime of the church bells echoed through the heart of Salem, signaling the beginning of another eventful day for its residents. But little did they know, today was going to shake up their lives in ways they'd never imagined. ###****************************************#################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################### Hattie Adams stormed into the Brady pub, her fiery eyes scanning the room for the one person who had been dodging her calls all week, Roman Brady. Sitting in his usual corner booth, Roman took one look at Hattie's determined stride and sighed. He knew what was coming, and he wasn't sure he was ready for it. "You've been avoiding me, Roman." Hattie's voice cut through the air, sharper than any knife in the kitchen. She sat down across from him, folding her arms with a sense of finality. Roman tried to play it cool, taking a slow sip of his coffee. "I've been busy, Hattie." "Busy?" Hattie scoffed. "You haven't been busy, you've been a coward." A few heads turned, but Roman stayed calm. "Hattie, I don't know what you're talking about." She leaned in, her voice dropping to a dangerous whisper. "You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's been weeks since I made my feelings clear, Roman. I'm done waiting." Roman swallowed hard. Hattie wasn't one for patience, and he knew that the time had come to face the music. But before he could respond, Hattie's voice boomed. "I'm giving you an ultimatum, Roman. Either we make this thing between us official, or I'm walking out of your life for good." The silence in the pub was deafening. Roman stared at Hattie, torn between his feelings and the weight of the decision she just dropped in his lap. ###********************************************************************** Johnny's disturbing discovery ******************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** Johnny DiMera had just returned to the DiMera mansion after spending the morning at the gym. He had been feeling off all day, a strange nagging feeling in the back of his mind, as if something wasn't quite right. As he walked through the grand halls of his family's estate, a noise caught his attention. It was faint, but unmistakable, a whisper, coming from behind the door of one of the many DiMera family storage rooms. Curiosity piqued, Johnny slowly approached the door and cautiously turned the knob. Inside, the room was dark and dusty, filled with old family heirlooms and forgotten relics. But something caught Johnny's eye, something gleaming from the far corner of the room. He walked over, brushing off cobwebs and debris, and uncovered an old chest. His heart raced as he opened the chest, revealing an assortment of documents and photographs. At first, it seemed like harmless family history, but then Johnny's eyes widened in shock as he uncovered a photo, one he had never seen before. The photo was of his father, E.J. DiMera, standing with a man Johnny had never met. But that wasn't the disturbing part. In the background of the photo was something chilling, a symbol carved into a tree behind the two men. It was the same symbol Johnny had seen in his nightmares. Johnny quickly took out his phone, snapping a picture of the symbol before rifling through the rest of the chest. There were letters, notes, and more photos, all pointing to something dark, something connected to his father's past. Johnny's mind raced as he tried to piece together the mystery. Who was the man in the photo? And why did the symbol feel so familiar? But before he could delve deeper, the sound of footsteps approaching the room sent him into a panic. He quickly closed the chest and slipped out of the room, his heart pounding. He had to find out the truth, and fast. ####********************************########################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################### asterisk. Meanwhile, across town at the Horton Center, Eric Brady was deep in conversation with Nicole Walker. After months of tension, they had finally found a way to rebuild their trust. But today, Eric had a different matter on his mind. "I've been thinking a lot, Nicole," Eric began, pacing around the small office. "About the future, about what comes next for us." Nicole watched him, her heart fluttering with hope. "What are you getting at, Eric?" He stopped in front of her, his blue eyes locking with hers. "I know things have been tough, but I believe in second chances. I believe in us." Nicole felt her breath catch in her throat. She had been waiting for this moment, but she never thought it would actually come. Eric smiled, his voice softening. "I want us to start over, Nicole. For real this time. I've thought about it long and hard, and I'm ready to make you an offer, an amazing one." Nicole's brow furrowed in confusion. "What do you mean?" Eric took a deep breath. "I want us to leave Salem, just the two of us. We can start fresh, build a life together somewhere far away from all the drama, from all the things that have come between us. I'm willing to walk away from everything here if it means we can be happy."